Hey, good morning, fellas. It's the 24th. I'll show you. There is the moon up there. I finally made it up. I only got one more piece of the hill. It's about 4 something in the morning. I'm trying to be quiet. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about deciding what kind of man you want to be. There are all types of categories of men. A long time ago, when I was with the small teams, I was highly encouraged to become what is called a gray man. And that is how I try to operate. I don't talk too much. I don't tell my story to everybody. Not looking to make thousands and thousands. I'm gonna cross the road. That tree's too big. That tree's hanging too low on the thing. I don't feel like bending over to walk. Fine. Anyways, there's a moon. It's like right out of one of those horror movies. There's guys that need to be flashy. And if you're one of those guys, there's nothing wrong with that. If you've worked hard and earned that special car or those clothes, and that, it's no problem. But we don't want to dress rich and be poor. And last little piece of the hill. Nah, I'm good. You don't want to dress rich and be poor. I would rather be rich and be able to afford all the things that I want without exception than to put on a show for somebody else. Other than the fact that I'm physically large, and I don't mean fat, I'm physically pretty large, pretty big guy. Other than that, I don't stick out much. And I don't try to stick out much. I'm trying to get to where I make the corner. Oh, I made the corner. All right, cool. Again, there should be something about the way you present yourself that's unique to you. And I highly encourage you to find out what it is that you like. You may like flannel shirts and cowboy boots. You may be an urban cowboy. You may be into, I talked to a bunch of welders this weekend in Silver City, and they all had their little welder's cap on, which was kind of like their little clique. You may like driving motorcycles. You may like classic cars and all that kind of stuff. It's just, if you find something, whew, that's a security light. If you find something that you like, that's worth doing, and it kind of represents what you want to project in life, I think that's a fantastic thing to do, as long as you're willing to deal with it. There's lots of guys who present a very, to me, it's a bad image. What you want to be, walking around like you're gonna beat everybody up, or you're a gangbanger, or you're a thug, and that just seems to be your reality. Because the reality is, you don't get to retire as a gangster. Thugs don't get to retire. If you're a professional soldier, or you do work on a contract basis, of course you can retire as a bad guy. But you have to be, in order to be in that world, you have to have a certain set of skills that make you unique, or at least as good as the worst guy they got on the team. Anyways, I hope I'm not flopping all over the place too much. It's nice out. It's supposed to be over 100 degrees. There's a weather advisory out. Pull my keys out. I'm not quite home, but I'm getting there. It's another little hill. Anyways, I hope you guys are safe and healthy. I hope you can take care of each other if you can. If you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. Gentlemen, we need you more than anybody wants you to believe. And the last thing I'm going to tell you about here at this last light till I get to my house is about, I call them the drums of war. You always hear the guys and gals in our government who've never served. They know somebody back in their family a long time ago that served. And as a politician, they use that to not only get themselves elected, but to try to justify sending our good young men, and now women, off to war. Although I have yet to ever see a battalion of women going off to war to fight. Anyways, I'm going to walk. I'm going to walk slower. Give me a chance to gear down. If what I understand is right, if France openly, or Denmark or Poland, openly commit soldiers to war, then we're going to have some serious problems. I think a lot of things are going to hinge on the election here in the United States, because whether you want to admit it or not, the most powerful navy on earth belongs to the United States, and we can ship a war to your front door in about 18 hours. We can usually have the boys from Bragg and turned loose. That's not including the operators. So I just don't want to see it get out of hand. But the saddest thing I think of is that war is big business. All right. And you don't need to get caught up in that business. I'm telling you firsthand, if I could go back, I would have just become a tradesman and then a business owner and not got... Anyways. All right, you guys. Love you like a fort in a G-string. From, where's the moon? Let me see if I can find the moon. From West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.